From classic Ferraris from 1955 to rally racers, let's get to know the late show television host and his famous car collection. With vintage cars that date back to the 1960s, David Letterman has a stunning collection of some of the most timeless and collectible cars of all time. A man with great taste in automobiles, let's take a look at 19 cars in David Letterman's car collection. Number 19. The 1968 Ferrari 330 GTS. The 1968 Ferrari 330 GTS is an excellent example of a vehicle that has Ferrari intensity with a world luxury style. While this vehicle was designed to be an elegant, convertible version to replace the Ferrari 275 GTS, this classic car brings speed and the most excellent automotive experience money could buy. In addition to plenty of cargo space for a Ferrari, the 330 GTS also has an incredible top speed of 150 miles an hour and turns the best V12 engine Ferrari has ever produced. Number 18. The 1985 Ferrari 288 GTO. The mid-1980s were known as the golden era of rally cars, and the 1985 Ferrari 288 GTO was one of the legends. The 288 GTO was developed initially to enter into the Group B for rally racing, but unfortunately was banned before even having a chance on the track. With 200 of these vehicles built without the opportunity to race, Ferrari converted them into road racers and sold them to their most loyal customers. This V8 competition street car never saw the track, but I'm sure it enjoys its days as one of the favourites in our Mr. Letterman's collection. Number 17. 1963 Ferrari Lusso. The remarkable 1963 Ferrari Lusso is a highly coveted sports car for its legendary speed and style. The Lusso is often regarded as one of the most beautiful Pininfarina-styled Ferraris on the road today. Built with elegance and speed in mind, the 63 Lusso boasts a 2,953cc SOHC aluminium V12 engine and an independent front suspension, giving every rounding corner a tight ride. The 1963 Ferrari Lusso would be the last car to be fitted with the Colombo-designed 3-litre V12 engine, adding to its already high aspirated price of $1.8 million. When it comes to celebrity car collections, it's clear David Letterman has excellent taste with this in his garage. Number 16. The 1983 Ferrari 512 BBI. When it comes to Ferraris of the 1980s, none have a more iconic look than the 1983 Ferrari 512 BBI. Originally introduced to the public at the Frankfurt Saloon Show, the new 512 BBI offered the world advancement in Bosch K-Jetronic fuel injection system in its 12 cylinders. For any real fan of Ferrari, the 1983 512 BBI is a symbol of style and independent machinery. Highly valued at $300,000, the BBI is a must-have for any serious collector. Number 15. The 1969 Ferrari Dino 246 GTS. The 1969 Ferrari Dino 246 GTS is a vehicle with a unique history, and vehicles with stories always add to the nostalgia and spirit of their rides. Arguably, one of the most significant motivations for the Dino's creation was to take on the iconic Porsche 911. While this vehicle wasn't able to compete in price with the Porsche 911, it became famous to Ferrari fans everywhere for being named after Enzo Ferrari's son, Alfredo Dino Ferrari. Number 14. The 1963 Ferrari 250 GTE. With a much more sleek body style compared to the other vehicles Ferrari was producing, the 1963 Ferrari 250 GTE was a remarkable statement in moving towards a new type of clientele. Individuals who would appreciate an automobile with luxury that could seat 4 people comfortably, but had all the performance Ferrari was known for. The 250 GTE launched at the Paris Motor Show along with its other cars and immediately sparked interest. Number 13. The 1956 Porsche 356 1500 GS Carrera. The 1956 Porsche 356 1500 GS Carrera is one of the most sought after vehicles in the 356 models and must feel like a prized item for Mr. Letterman's collection. Both today and when the GS Carrera was new 53 years ago, the improved performance of this vehicle was immediately a sign that Porsche was moving towards racing vehicles that brought rarity for years to come. With limited numbers produced, the 1956 Porsche 356 1500 GS Carrera was a respected vehicle of road handling ability and power. This iconic automobile is a rare piece in Porsche's history and an even more unique piece in David Letterman's collection. Number 12. The 1961 Porsche Cabriolet. The American fascination with Porsches exploded when importer Max Hoffman shipped 15 special edition roadsters to the US in 1954. A few short years later, the 1961 Porsche Cabriolet became one of the most desired Porsches of its time, and is still often sought after today. With a dashing profile, the 1961 Porsche Cabriolet also offered a 1750cc air-cooled, horizontally opposed 4-cylinder engine and a 4-wheel hydraulic drum brake. While we already know David Letterman is a fan of this roadster, consider us a fan as well now. Number 11. 1988 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe. When it comes to the 1988 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe, two words come to mind: rare and exotic. This roadster coupe debuted to the world with a modernised body style, appearance and originality, leaving the old design of its predecessors in its dust. The 1980s were known as the most iconic looks for the Porsche and other sports cars alike, but we would argue that the 1988 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe design was one of the futuristic style and sheer ingenuity. This vehicle is the definition of speed, and we can imagine it has to be a favourite in Mr. Letterman's collection. Number 10. The 1957 Porsche 356 A Speedster. For the 1957 Porsche 356 A Speedster, approximately 1,171 models rolled off the production line in Germany, and now with it being a highly valued Porsche collectible, it's no wonder that David Letterman wanted this roadster in his collection. The Speedster was his own specific model that was designed for the everyday sports car enthusiast. The 57 Hot Rod would be the highest level of Porsche Speedster productions, making it a rare vehicle that people still auction for today. Out of all the cars in the TV personalities collection, the 57 Porsche 356 A Speedster is a rare model for any Porsche aficionado. Number 9. 1988 Ferrari 328 GTS. The 1988 Ferrari 328 GTS has a refined style that is unmatched by any other car in its year. With notable success from the Ferrari 308 GTB and GTS models, this supercar took the best from the rest and received a smoother design. With an updated interior, V8 engine and horsepower at 7,000 RPM, the 1988 Ferrari 328 GTS is the ultimate status of vehicle performance and exceptional driving. With a 0 to 60 of just under 5.5 seconds, this is the speedy Ferrari everyone wanted. Number 8. The 1964 Porsche 356C. Anyone who purchases a Porsche will undoubtedly embrace the technique and power that comes with this famous name of vehicles. But anyone who purchases the 1964 Porsche Checker is also buying a piece of Porsche history. The 64 Checker was the final design before the entirely new Porsche 911, which at first had mixed reviews. This hot rod boasted a 4-cylinder 1582cc engine, making it a speedy and a unique ride. While other Porsche models came and left, the Porsche Checker became a staple in Porsche's history and is often thought of as the most classic Porsche body style. Number 7. The 1960 Austin Healey Bugeye Sprite. There's a lot of beautiful cars in David Letterman's collection, but none will be more charming than the 1960 Austin Healey Bugeye Sprite. Originally unveiled in Monte Carlo at the Monaco Grand Prix, the Austin Healey Bugeye Sprite was the new standard for modest, minimalist sports cars. With modern technology for its time and a 12-volt Lucas Prince of Darkness electrical system, this 948cc four-cylinder was driver-focused and ready to charm the world. Number 6. The 1956 Austin Healey 100 BN2. One thing that should be noted about David Letterman is not the price he pays for cars, but his taste in cars. The 1956 Austin Healey 100 BN2 is one of the legendary roadsters of the road and is a real symbol of its era. The total production of the 100 BN2 only reached 4,604 cars, which not only added to its value in auctions today, but became a fan favourite among drivers. With an upgraded 4-speed manual transmission and 811 compression cylinder head, the 1956 Austin Healey 100 BN2 is the styling ride of its time and of today. Number 5. The 1959 MGA Twin Cam 1588cc. With only 2,111 ever produced, the 1959 MGA Twin Cam 1588cc is one of the rarest vehicles in David Letterman's collection and is a figure of a classic car. This super styling looking vehicle is undeniably elegant and aerodynamic and was MGA's first street legal prototype. With its two-seater body style and very low centre of gravity to improve handling and cornering ability, the 1959 MGA Twin Cam 1588cc was the quick ride the world needed to see back in 1959. This hot rod is a favourite among collectors everywhere and will forever go down in MGA history as its most exceptional roadster model. Number 4. The 1955 Jaguar XK140. The best way to describe the 1955 Jaguar XK140 is entirely authentic. This coupe won the world over in its tremendously successful years in motor racing and was no surprise a roaring success when Jaguar decided to bring it to everyday roads. The XK140 is an excellent standard of roadster and the definition of refined style, and is iconically known as the flagship model of Jaguar sports cars even to this day. Highly valued at $123,000, this may be the only Jaguar in David Letterman's collection, but if you could only have one Jaguar, this would be everyone's top pick. Number 3. The 1961 Austin Healey 3000 Mark I. The 1961 Austin Healey 3000 Mark I truly embodies what we love about the golden era of international road rally circuit cars. Not only is this roadster a world-competing racing automobile, but the Mark I was also known as the civilized sports car the everyday owner would enjoy driving. With a 180 brake horsepower, 2,912cc OHV inline 6-cylinder engine and 4-speed manual transmission, the 61 Austin Healey 3000 Mark I was an official statement of fine machinery and torque. Number 2. The Ferrari Daytona. This Ferrari Daytona is a sight to witness. While the rest of the world was moving towards a sportier style of vehicles, Ferrari doubled back and brought a classic body style with an updated 4.4 litre Colombo designed DOHC V12 engine. With 8,500 revolutions per minute, it's no wonder this car roars everywhere it goes and is an outstanding choice for David Letterman's collection. Number 1. The Chevrolet Cheyenne. The Chevrolet Cheyenne may seem like an odd car in David Letterman's collection, especially for someone who clearly enjoys European classics and sports cars alike. But if you're going to move into a world of classic trucks, the Chevrolet Cheyenne is the primo ride of wheels. Before the Cheyenne was redesigned in later years, this body style was its most famous and most desired look. Finally, I'd like to share one of my favourite quotes from the star of today's video. Just make sure if you fail, you did what you wanted to do. Every decision you make in life has the potential to lead to success or failure. Whatever the outcome, make sure you did what you intended to do and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching this episode. If you want to see other celebrity car collections, let me know in the comments below. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this video and channel, since that'll help us make more content like this for you to enjoy.